have a few minutes to get home, so I can't wait to go to Natsuki. We are really going to Natsuki. Before I could think about it, I wrote to her that she was behind the door. I opened the door so I could enter, maybe. Okay. She is okay. What are you doing? I don't know what to expect, but I was surprised to find Natsuki wearing nothing but her school uniform. Yes, her school uniform! And what school is she going to? The other thing was maybe our outfits, our work outfits. And she's still just a part-time soldier. When you see her in such a beautiful dress, her uniform doesn't fit. Uh-huh. Oh, do not overdo it. Don't be surprised if you see them often at school. I'm not here. I'm not here. Bye. I feel like it's been a long time. Have you been to her house before? Nakoki brought a large bag full of toasters. And I don't want to know what your kitchen is, that your kitchen is not ready for work. Like I told you, do it right. Yes, I am. Yesterday, when my family did not have the chemical, he asked me to list the chemicals. Gift wrap! I'm glad you did your job. Concerned. Natsuki may not be the youngest, but I was surprised to see her. We are just very surprised to keep seeing her in whatever she's wearing. Maybe you don't go to school? Maybe she isn't. What are you waiting for? Let's go to the kitchen. Will you let me carry that heavy bag? MC, where are you from? I came... from? Yeah, it's probably he wanted to say where he's coming from, but now he's like, why do I have to tell you the truth? I have a bag of fruit. Haha! This is quite difficult. I know better. Light! Now I see. Yes, Natsuki was surprised. Everyone's just surprised. I think I always ignored. Is this my childhood? Urgent. Natsuki stole my box. Look, whatever your size, you really hate your kids. Natsuki already has kids? Is she a single mother, or do I have to be concerned that if I were to go her route, I'd have to deal with someone who is still with Natsuki? It's time to dump her and move on! This goes for everyone, I guess. Hey, you! I don't know who you are. I think sometimes people like my style and I wanted a cow they didn't like. When I was younger, I had fun. Number... Ice cream, I love it! He told me... Do not think that we are saying something strange that we did not go to school. I have a lot to learn. So? A little more than you. It's funny to say your opinion. Ah! Now you think I'm a baby! I tried to be nice to you. Because I'm not like Yuri. I don't care how you treat me. But yes! Oh god. Yuri has not treated me well, I guess. Natsuki kept her word and blushed. In the summer. This one! I said nothing, but Natsuki, I do feel like you should care about how he treats you. I want to thank you. Stay? Thank you for trying to improve myself. I was about to read yourself, which honestly was like, yeah, it's always good, but you have to think a little. Yet, if you remember this, you should know that there are a lot of men like you who love body shape. Maybe Natsuki is a guy. Gender is confusing in the universe, or maybe there are no full genders. Maybe we are all different species here, right? Maybe genders are different for each species, and that's making it so difficult to communicate even between them. But I guess she certainly likes body shapes, or he, or they. Natsuki, or Natsuki, or Natsuki, or Xiaxi, I think it was Xiaxi. And you know how? Don't believe me. Marioni, comment was too for me. Window? let's get started. He's here! Then the girl called. When the girl called, she rested. I finally saw your MC weakness. Natsuki laughed. Please let me. Brawny, yay, from Rainy. But if Natsuki decided to make fun of me, I would have no choice but to take revenge. But when he likes it, he gets something out of his stomach. Okay. Suddenly, there was a commotion in the kitchen. Every car has gloves, composing bags, flour, detergents, and plastic bags. The mixture is not big enough to cough together, so I had to do it several times. We can cough mixtures. This time Natsuki is following all my steps to make sure their usable colors do not deviate. MC, where did you shoot? Shoot in which way? Shoot some type of video or shoot? The key went straight into the kitchen, so I adjusted the knife. They have their own kitchen rituals. I think he's lying on the table in his back again. Who's he? He's here, and he's lying on the table in his bag. Who is he? Are you used to it? However, the battery is exhausted. Each layer has a different color. If there is no one behind you, everyone has a choice. There's no one behind me, so everyone should have a choice. Yes, of course. Are you full of ice cream? You want? I saw. Who are you? Why do... Natsuki and I really don't know each other well. There is no choice. So I guess there was something behind him. Here. This is not encouraging. Can try. Minus. Lock the key. I didn't know why Chucky is away from me. Who knows who Chucky is in that universe? In this case, the city is divided into days, and the food here is colorful. They live in a metaphysical world. Great. See you later. Are you leaving? Accept repentance and obedience. This show is an opportunity for creativity and fun. It's million times more expensive than human beings. Can we buy human beings in this universe? At least it's good to know that Natsuki might not be a human being. Or maybe she is, and she's just so used to it that she doesn't question it. My first day was like that, wasn't it? I remember Natsuki handing out cookies with pride, but Sajiri and Monica are happy faces. Can Natsuki be proud? That's it. I think I only use food coloring. Looks like you're just beginning to understand. Mix the cream well with the paint before mixing. Yes. Flour is made with an electric mixer when ice cream with an electric mixer is in a large bowl. What's going on? That's a good question. It snowed on the chimney! Do you agree? Now me. This may take a long time. My god, I'll stay here all night. Help! Natsuki brought me a whiskey in the glass. We seem to be adults in this universe. We are part of some type of literary society, after all. You will find it useless. After a few minutes, the consistency of the snow improved. It really just isn't. You will see. Oh my god. Cookies. Put his finger on the ice and put it in his mouth. I don't care what I say. It seems... Natsuki immediately took my hand. I don't like your fingers to touch the ice too hard. I whipped the cream. Did you forget that he did it himself? I first forgot and tried to stab my finger in the cup. Otherwise, you will be deceived. I want to try. I will try again. Put my fingers in the snow. I grabbed her fingers as the pain subsided. But Natsuki's charm also fell on me. Usually, it's on my face. Blame anyone. In Natsuki's head is a large ice house. Dan Salvato tried to stick out his tongue, but somehow... You're 2D. You should already know. Jesus Christ! You know... Gotcha! Instead, he covered her face with her fingers before squeezing the eggs! Are we still cooking? Amor! I am in a hurry. He grabs my hand and holds it before rubbing his face. Natsuki tried to protect himself with his other hand, but I caught him again. Funny! Earthquake! If there is a reason to call. Hi! I was very sad, you know. You know I don't agree. Glad to see the answer. You know you always do that to me. I'm stubborn. Don't laugh at her. Okay. In this case, it may not be. Place walnuts on your finger, marking them to make sour cream. I'm not sure if that's how it works. Kitty? He alone. Stan! She was scared, not knowing how she felt. His face was very red. See, if you don't like women, you don't have to. You know? We're silent. The question is, are you all women or not? Also, was fragst du mich? I'm not sure how to take the also here. I mean, why do you ask me? Or, what are you asking me? Was fragst du mich can sometimes be said as in like, why are you asking me? But literally would be like, what are you asking me? I don't know what the DMC is going for in this case. Is your heart beating fast? For him. I guess we like guys. Xia Shu looked at me calmly. Feel the light. Why did you start cheating? On Sayori, you mean? Yeah, that's a good question. Bongo! Suddenly a fire alarm sounded. Natsuki ran into the pit of fire. Natsuki, no! Or are we fire resistant? Is it a little hot? They're in that pit of fire. I do not think you burn bread. Yeah. Taste! I do not know. Here's a miracle, God! How can I be wrong? Remember to prepare before starting the oven. Don't blame me for my mistake! M&S, pick up the ball! Natsuki used gloves to pull the black out of the oven. Burned. The fire alarm rang again. Okay. Send me the plane, please. Because she knows it's her mistake and she's dying of embarrassment right now. See to envoys. The old signs remain. But that time is up. I face Natsuki in the oven. Is the pit of fire in the oven? Maybe it's a big oven. Maybe since they might be fire resistant, they have big ovens they can stand in. So I did not want to continue because nothing was going to happen. Smell! The cake is ready to be put in the oven. When Natsuki opened the oven door, the smell spread throughout the room. It still has to go to the oven. Look at her beauty! Honestly, it still makes sense with the cake. Indicate that each layer has a color cookie. Ah. We want to use ice. You do not have to sing. This all reminds me of the sparrow. Like, they also kind of oftentimes communicate through singing, so... Like the aliens. The Janata. I'm not sure if that's the right pronunciation, but... I make jewelry, so I think you will live. This bag contains ice cubes. She's a warrior, she makes jewelry, she bakes happy cakes and cookies. And this bag contains ice cubes. Xia Shu gave me a plastic bag. I like beautiful and beautiful lips. You can be beautiful, but now I don't want to use them. JR, I like one less than the other. You can draw a line as thin as a line. But you can use it to write something on the cake. Room! See you! I did watch what did I just say? I did watch My god! I did watch Has Been Hotel Season 2. And then I just kept saying this Rome from Brighter. Recommended everywhere. Rome! See you. Yes, obviously. Really idea. Everyone? History taught us lessons, right? You can expand each copy by typing different words. It is interesting that people choose cookies based on their favorite articles. That is interesting. I'm wondering right now if this could possibly be applied to our world, but I'm not sure. I mean, to be frank, if you have like newspapers with like ads in them, with advertisements, and they advertise cookies, then they're, I get, probably more likely to also eat these cookies if they genuinely like these newspapers with these articles. I'm overthinking again. Sita, with us. Honestly, I want you to do something stupid. But that's a good idea. Food. Maybe I took it from you. Who? I am not joking! Being able to... We don't go to school, and there are no judges. Wait. I am not joking. And then it was MC, but my brain was still... Being able to... We don't go to school, and there are no judges. Yuri isn't here, the lawyer. And she's still just a lawyer. You can't dress like that. I don't think you are beautiful. Man! Tobacco. Natsuki's voice was calm. This also applies to you. She did say we have the chance to be beautiful. Like, we can be beautiful. I guess it means that we aren't beautiful yet. Where is he? What did he say? Get out! Have fun! Natsuki quickly stepped aside and filled each bag. There's something to see, so don't waste your time. I'll teach you how to do it. Natsuki walked carelessly and quickly. Show me how to use a stone. Why don't you? Finally, when the work was done, Natsuki joined in and praised our work. Look at how beautiful they are! Yes, exactly. Yes, that's true. Good, no need to do that. It's not his fault. Our company... I had to cut down on lunch because my dad ate dinner. Was your dad revived? I apologize to him. If so, we make 10 mistakes. And I'm still eating. First of all, it's not fair. On the other hand, I have to eat what I can while my dad is cooking. Guess he's alive. Either they can revive people with some type of unique powers, or they were able to revive him, you know, like humans revive other humans. Depends on how their species biology works. Watch out! I hope I have time for the profession, but I want to stay for dinner. And do I have to do it again? Do I have to make dinner again? Sorry. It's my fault I left for a while. You must receive. This is not always possible, people. Yes, Natsuki insulted me. Thank you for clarifying. I did not really see that. Can I have a cake tomorrow? If you accept Sayori, you can continue. If I can, we will accept Sayori. Don't worry, I have nothing to eat. Edit! Z. Not Z. X. I hope he listens to me when he listens to you. Star. Sakakar. In the morning I went to talk to Severa. Poor me. Can feel the text, but they don't seem so. Poor me. I have no purpose. Severi's life is meaningless. And she's still plural. I mean, if she's a planet... If she's a planet... Maybe that's why she's like Sayori. She's part of a constellation of... I don't know... Not a... Wait, is it also a constellation when it's planets? She's part of a solar system, and all of these planets together are called Sayori for some reason. Yes! Like, each and every one of them is some type of Severus, and then together they're Sayori. Yes, I am happy! Good job today! Pudding Aiko. I'll take you. Maybe. Then Netoki left. It's like lightning. Then, how long do we need to meet you? Me? They all want to skip to this reality. Yes, I have to leave, so... Thank you for your support. God willing. Now they're starting to talk about God very frequently. Not so mister. But, like he said, it's not always fun. This should not happen. I'm very good. Show me that you are happy. That you are ready. Yes, but you can always come, right? I want to spend a lot of time on it. If you want to read the manga or go somewhere. Mother! Did you really read that? Natsuki looked at me as if hiding his words. Yes, I want to be with you for a long time. See, I do not think I'm interested in it in the end. What is this? Sorry, I left just before dawn. I never want to. Yes, more. I like you. Suddenly Natsuki approached me. Emma, Natsuki. Natsuki was standing an inch from me and was staring at me. He felt the pressure on his fingers under my shirt. Consent? Her pink lips and round eyes filled my eyes with her little lips. What are you doing? I held his breath. For me? How long have you been waiting? Noki has been around for a long time. Orange S? Oh. Ah. Surge MC. Star! We do not know. I'm already going to turn down the music. We do not know. That. No, MC. Amida later told you that I love you. Natsuki already admitted that she likes me. Sayori already admitted that she loves me. This coffee, in this case, you must be too fast. They are. So, this is the worst. Transparent. Did I do it properly? Yeah. We meet for breakfast. Don't eat cookies first. With time. In fact, Seiya succeeded Natsu. View tourism. Looks like I'm not here today. In these circumstances, I'm trying to be in my room, but my sleep is bad. Then we must face each other. Let's see what happens. What do you think? You know, what do you think about Natsuki? How are you? I am satisfied. If you are a good friend, gender equality is important to me. Agreed. The monkey's tears trickle down his cheeks. Puppy and monkey, what are you doing to this poor person? Anything is possible for me. Why do I look like MC? I hope I love you. Why do you think my heart is broken? It hurts. She is sick. I want to go. Good luck. Do not say that. That's right, MC. If I'm not here, I won't lose your favor. Right. Monica. Maybe. Monique? What happened to Monica? What I said earlier is true. I won't let you go any further. So self-defense does not interfere with the mind. That's my joy. There is no backup. Do you want to live? I will be with you until I improve. Join us. Suri looked up, put my head on his shoulder and comforted him. I'm afraid of MC. I'm afraid. Why from Syria? I'm scared. I can love you more than you love me. In the evening. Whatever. I am weak and I love you very much. MC? I love you. I want to die. I think so. Nepo. Brother. I do not think you should hurt me. Sister, brother. My hand on Sayu's body and then his hand. Remember what I said when I found out it was useful to you? And they trust me. The shadow shook his head without saying a word. Even if you don't understand your feelings, I know what you are talking about. I give it to you. 30. You want to be my friend? I like that. Honestly, I'm comes at the times that we refer to her sister and brother, I know it's literally just Google Translated, but it reminded me of some things, and so I'm very happy that it kind of sounds a little different with the I like that. And it still makes sense that she might be happy about this, then you want to be my best friend, because this sounds kind of like we might not want to be it. But I like that. It is my opinion. That's why I can do better than you. We still... I see. But spend time with everyone in the club. Make new friends. We have fun every day. It helps me realize that it's important to me. So I raised the bar. We are always... You are close to me. Then I knew we would be happy. MC. That is why we always embrace. MC. Why is this true? Crime. I rotated the eyeshadow with both hands. Do not let me crime. I love you, MC. I am happy with you in the AU. Anigana. I feel weak. Kinda. What does the Bible say? Now I am very happy. I always thought it was a happy time. But how? That's good. Why doesn't the water stop? Give him something, MC. Sorry, no problem. It takes a long time to improve, but no matter what happens, I will always be there. This is important now. Thank you. Sully and I walked slowly. I think we will get married tomorrow. Is this the first day? What are you talking about? I don't have to think about these things, you know? I just wanted to say the same. We are a good family, exactly. I don't know if I can choose another. We are a good family, let's not marry. New and awesome. Understood, definitely not marry tomorrow. Even if the brother and sister are just bro and sis terms. It's a bit fast. We are going at the speed of a flood. Hi, MC. Sao looks at me again with a sad smile. My BP. And it must rise. Ama? I don't understand what the shadow means. Has Sayori upgraded to Shadow too? Or has she been a shadow the whole time? It's this kind of salt. I do not know. I don't understand how I feel. When he said he loves me, it was like a corner next to him. But why do I trust you? You see, what I love is... Yes, I agree. He promised me that. I said, but I didn't believe it when I came to Soar. I know I love him, and I love him, but it's hard to imagine how Torin would feel. But I comfort you. I wonder if I do or I do. Hope these thoughts continue until I come back. Mistake. Are there any sciences that do not want change? Good question. Usually science is like so that you can discover new things and therefore also change things or your perspective at the very least. I do not know. But I know I did the best I could. Kiara is the most important thing to me. I will do everything I can to be happy in the future. That's a good mentality. I don't know what to do about this because again with the I love you and I want to die, once again it's like so Sayori. But the rest is so confusing, so I don't know if I want to add my confession to that either. I'll think about it. Maybe add a different sad track or something, a bit more sadder. Definitely nothing too exciting again. And my candy was Sayonara because the first time I ever heard Sayonara was not even the DLC, it was some type of horror gacha mini movie. So I generally, like, even when I listen to Sayonara like randomly, because I have recorded, I've recorded the DLC OST and I can listen to it over my phone. When Sayonara comes, I still don't always think of Sayori's death, so all of this should work. I already have a plan of how I'm going to deal with that for the video, so I definitely don't want to censor it because I genuinely just don't want to censor anything that is not necessary to censor. Like if there was a full-blown sex scene, I'd probably censor something like that, or like if I ended up playing a mod, but usually I try to be a bit more careful in that regard. I'm only a bit concerned if I might want to play the original Salvation and it might be there a sex scene, but I hope it's just not graphic. But generally, I don't really want to censor. It's something I might at some point would censor if it ended up using my computer name without warning me, because even if it's nothing really related to my name, it would still feel awkward it is or something. You know, just like small things that might be a bit too personal. But I generally don't want to censor things, but I have an idea that you probably saw at the beginning of the video, most likely. And in the chapters. Okay, you can skip the scene through the chapters if you don't want to have weird text during a death scene. Because I know I'm not fully comfortable with it because of the person I am. I know some people really, really don't mind. But just in case there's someone like me, or for my friends who some of them also watch my videos, so that they can maybe skip it as well. I plan on doing that for like other videos here of this mod where there's graphic content too. I usually put like I'm also thinking of voicing it, the little trigger warning for mods that do a sensitive content, but I usually would rather do it if it's like something interesting ideas. If it's something that actually deals with it as a sensitive topic, for example, for like the more joking ones, I also put something else, some other type of warning at the beginning, some other mention at the beginning rather. One of them wasn't even that much of a warning, just a note. And I think for this, I think I should just, when graphic images appear, just mention that then. Because this mod doesn't really deal with the sensitive topics, they rather just depict, have like still the images of the sensitive topics and have like these sentences of I want to die sometimes still. But even then, they kind of don't really deal with it. And so it would not really feel correct to be the same to say that it deals with the sensitive topics in a way that I usually do for other mods. Where it's like it deals with the sensitive topics and it wants them to be taken seriously and therefore it deals with them to the best. It deals with it in a way that's as serious to deals with it the best way that it can, as in level of seriousness. There you go. Still the same image, but it's now interesting ideas. Gee, thanks. Time to go back to the whole machine. So yeah, if you are like me a little bit and don't really enjoy that it's kind of like weird text and death scene in the background, then you can skip it using the chapters. But I know quite a lot of people don't mind. I'll just hold my hand in front of it so that I can concentrate a bit more on the text. Without like the more extreme reaction, I definitely wouldn't cry. But it's just that I can concentrate. Today is holiday. He did mention that to Sayori, that it would be holiday. I thought this was a place to go to school with Sir all day. We did. I don't know if we actually mentioned that in this case. Making sure again that everything's working after I messed around a little bit. Yeah. But it is not the Sayas answer the phone. I thought I was going to her home to raise her, but I thought it was too difficult. Why do you... This program is accepted. I can carry all cookies on 2 shelves. Natsuki already sent a message, but I can reply. Thank you, staff. The interesting thing about this incident is that I also remember Natsuki. Finally! I'm so happy that I can spend time with Sayori at the festival. Natsuki. If I had known Monica, she would have been perfect. MC! You are not the first here. Yes, because you are here, right? Thanks and follow us. Or are we all here? It's funny, at least I think Yuri is already here. We just can't see her, I guess. Monica sticks to every table in the classroom. Ah, maybe he created it and all the poems we do. Eventually, I found a weird song on the internet that I thought Monica was interested in and gave it to me. I'll show you. Later. I'm surprised I didn't bring the planet to you. Yes, I slept again. That mannequin. On that important day, I think I should try a little. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told you yesterday. Suddenly I was scared. I did not know that it was not so easy for him. I say it only because I was used to thinking. Emma, maybe I can wake him up? You have to be at fault, MC. I have to be with him changed yesterday, especially with him. You hung up in the morning. Uh-huh. Currency exchange? You, Monica, if you know? Yes, I am also the group president. She is not just the chairman, she is also the group president. President. Pen. Text so embarrassed. Did Sarah teach you about this right away? We are equal, but he does not intend to give it to others. God, every play you do not know, and I don't care. I know more than I think. Well, Mark continues upstairs, but I'm sad. How do you want to read this book? Wow, do you want to read this book? They jumped in. Yes, of course. I took a piece of paper and put it on the table. Yes, they are. Tomorrow the club to take more seriously. Let us be. Open the page. Each member's lyrics are carefully printed on their pages and sound like a masterpiece. I learned Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the people who were translated during the training. Uh-huh. What is? I flipped through the poem, Sahara. Except, what are they showing? This is something I've never read. I'm not percentage. I'm not interested. 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 Interested. I'm not 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 interested. I'm not. As picture show, arm, face with me, president of the country. Get out of my head before you do what you know. I was confused before I heard everything he told me. Tell me how much I love you before you finish the song. Review it. But the song didn't end. Stopped. I think she's not interested in us, and it's taking a toll on her. Because she was uncertain if she loved us. What? What? When I was singing, a hole appeared in my stomach. MC? What happened? Oh, Dad! This voice sounds very different from many things Sayori wrote. However, more than... I think! I follow Sayori, so... What? Okay. Try not to be too slow, right? I'm going to class quickly. Do not force. My name is Monica. Did we just have a realization? Are we are all MCs some version of Monica? I take a step. What am I thinking? I try to give something in the shade. It is better not to wait too long and help him get up. Even a stupid walk made him happy at school. Furthermore, what I said yesterday is always the same. He needs it, and I want to give it to him. I came to Sahora's house and knocked on the door. He doesn't think about an answer before he doesn't answer the call. Yesterday, he opened the door and entered. Goodbye. Having trouble sleeping. To be swallowed. I do not believe it was done after that, waking up at his house. It really done by one person, right? In each case, I feel right. I knocked on his door outside Sayori's house. Planet? Wake up stupidly. No answer. I don't want to enter her room. Isn't it a crime? But it doesn't set me free. I opened the door carefully. Saya. I kinda need to look in the background to see what's written there. But I'm remaining closed for now. Oh! I just realized I did kind of block it off Google Translate. A little bit at least. Honestly, that's helping me also concentrate a bit better. There is a difference indeed. Honestly, that will actually help me a little bit with the concentration. Traceback.txt video files for more information. I still am going to block a little bit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is this nightmare? She must be. It's not true. It is not so this can happen. Sayu does not do that. Things have been going on for a few days. So I do not believe what my eyes have shown. I stopped vomiting. Yesterday, I told Sayori that I was ready to help her. I told her I know what it is when all is well. Why? Why did he do that? How can I get help? What did I do to hurt myself? Thank you. I don't want to admit it. No jury required. He says that he still gets sick when others take care of him. Why I'm admitting this and doing it wrong? Why are you selfish? It's my fault. My delirium is telling me everything I can to prevent this. I wish I could spend more time with him. He went to school. Friends remain friends with her, as always. Then I can't prevent this. I have to stop this. To hell with the literature club. To hell with the festival. To my reductible. My best friend. I was old. Now he is gone forever. There's nothing that I can do about it. It's not a small game where I can reset and try another. I only have a moment. I'm not so careful. Here I am committing the crime of death. There is nothing better in my life. But still I cannot do what he wants me to do. Well now, I can never bring it back. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Done. Honestly, I'm thinking too deep again because I honestly heard the crime of death and thought of him now taking his own life. I am... Traceback, let's see. Oh, you have some obstacles, right? Wait, I can fix this, I guess. Do you really know? It will be easy if I remove it. This is your main problem. It doesn't matter. Monica just wants me to be beautiful. She just wants me to repent for my crimes. We probably will have... I made my little, your reality, but Google translated. And I think given the fact that there was like Monica voice, I'm assuming that someone else is singing to also have, Google translated your reality. April is full of Google translated reality. I have a plan for April, May in general. June I'm not too sure anymore, and after that, but we'll see. I have a few months I still have a few months yeah. Yeah. Act 1 has ended. Guess it's time for Act 2, and that will be interesting.